Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is your Realtor Hugo here with another live. Thank you again for tuning in to another daily real estate live. I am your Realtor Hugo, licensed in Maryland. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is my pleasure to have you on this Sunday. I'm just laughing over here. I love recording this show without a microphone. Good Lord. I am notorious trying to record a podcast without a microphone. I hope you all are having a great day. As you can see, I'm enjoying myself. It's been a pretty good Sunday, listening to some good music, reading some good news stories. So I hope that you all are having a great day as well and are ready to learn about some of the most important real estate stories of the past 7 days. I know this is not the lesson that we had planned. I owe you a lesson. I just completely forgot that in between Monday and Saturday there was this day called Sunday. So I was so excited for Realtor Fest starting tomorrow that I completely forgot that we're doing the top real estate stories of the week today. So I will cover the dealing with common home ownership challenges tomorrow. So please stay tuned. I will owe you that again, like I said, tomorrow. But today we're going to be focusing on the top 10 real estate news stories this week. Number one, home prices hit new record high. Home prices have surged by 6.5% year over year, reaching record highs in multiple cities despite economic uncertainty. Published May 28th, 2024. And this was on Realtor.com. It is been notoriously a matter of inventory. Again and again, what we're hearing is that there isn't enough supply for the demand that we have, and that's what's pushing these prices up. Again, we have a seller's market where sellers have a lot of the dominion and power in the market right now, but it is truly one of those things where you have to take note of some of these highs that you're seeing in some of these cities. It is incredible. Number two, mortgage rates rise above 7%. Mortgage rates have climbed above 7%, dropping pending home sales to their lowest level in 4 years. Published on May 30th, 2024. This was again on Realtor.com. And again, with the story of inventory, we've had the consistent story of the mortgage interest rate. Is it going to go below 7? Is it going to go below 6? What's going to happen in the future of interest rates? As of right now, the biggest word that I've been hearing today more than anything else has been stagnation or stagflation, stagflation, where you are having a sort of pause in economic growth and a stagnant economy. But we have yet to see that. A lot of people are throwing that term out there, and we're still far away from that. It is still let to see what happens in the rest of 2024. But as of right now, the Federal Reserve's interest rate changes are not going to happen anytime soon. So maybe after September, but as of right now, this summer, I don't think so. Number three, Blackstone sells Hawaii resort for $725 million. Blackstone sold the Hawaiian resort for $725 million, more than doubling their initial investment. Published on May 29th, 2024. The source was BizNow. It is a big controversial topic to talk about Hawaiian real estate. As a lot of us know, there were a lot of devastating fires that happened in Hawaii that really ravaged the landscape and the real estate market for Hawaiian real estate. It was already pricey, and the island in itself is a very pricey place to live. And to see that property sell for double the amount initially invested, kudos to Blackstone, but wow, it just shows you that in the right place, properties are still moving, and definitely for substantial amounts of money. Number four, CBRE reports AI impact on office space demand. CBRE's report shows AI advancement reducing demand for traditional office space as remote and hybrid working models increase. Published May 29, 2024 on BizNow. As much as corporations and office managers want to fight against the trend, remote and hybrid work has really made a foothold for itself. It is a way of being more efficient, maximizing efforts, and also maybe even developing a new form of management altogether. Post pandemic, we've seen remote work and hybrid work models really take off, and a lot of companies even starting out from the beginning being like that. So it's going to be interesting to see as AI develops and as we see AI's placement in the workplace, how it's going to impact workflow and also work in general. Are we going to see a reduction in positions because we have these extra tools, or are we going to see a new era of specialists that are catering only to AI and AI clients and servicing AI and AI technology? That is something else that I saw a lot today was AI creators and curators that could help develop prompts and technology for AI advancement. These are all new and exciting industries that are being formulated. So, very cool stuff on the horizon. Number five, pending home sales decline. Pending home sales have declined due to rising mortgage rates and economic uncertainty, published May 30th, 2024 on realestatenews.com. It's so interesting to see the difference between how one publication will publish a story in a headline versus another publication. And as you can see, both of the stories that we've talked about today, record highs and pending home sales declining, are both accurate and true stories. Where is the question? And also by how much would probably be another good question. So we want to make sure that when we're reading headlines and going through the real estate news that we're taking it with a grain of salt. If it doesn't specifically say our city and town and our state, you got to kind of take it all into a grander sense of what's happening. Their nationwide trends, their state trends, and their county trends, and maybe even as little as city and municipal trends. So, again, real estate is very localized, and these are national trends that we're seeing. So, make sure to consult with a real estate professional to make more accurate use of such information so that it's really pertaining to your area and what interests you. Because there's no point in you basing your information on national trends if you're not a national trend. Number six, Starwood acquires Brookfield's K Street building. Starwood Capital acquired Brookfield's K Street building in Washington, D.C. for $44 million. Published May 30th, 2024 by BizNow. Can you imagine the difference between a $44 million building and a $725 million resort? But property is property in a very sought after building. So the acquisition of that real estate is a great victory for Starwood, a capital, I'm sure. So, congratulations to them. Number seven, home insurance costs surge. Home insurance premiums are rising sharply in several states due to increased risk assessments and natural disaster predictions. Published May 20th, 2024. This was by Realtor.com. This is very worrisome and very concerning. We are seeing huge increases in certain places and people getting to the point of being priced out of markets. So be very careful, because this also impacts you if you're buying a home, because you have to get a property insured within 7 days of going under contract. So making sure that your property is insurable and is insurable for a reasonable amount of price, a reasonable amount of money, would probably be a good idea for most people. So take your time, consult with a insurance professional, and yeah, definitely it's worth the time to do your research, because remember, you have to get it licensed before you finish closing the deal. Number 8, new permit rule in NYC affects industrial development. A new permit rule in NYC is slowing down industrial development projects, published May 30th, 2024 by BizNow. This is very concerning for a lot of people that are developing in New York City, a city that has notoriously been difficult to construct in, just because of how difficult the landscape of the skyline can be. But at the end of the day, anything that is slowing down the renewal and the redevelopment and construction of real estate is going to face some pushback, and it's going to be detrimental to housing. So I'm not sure in the particulars of how this permit affects the New York City industrial development, but we want to see more places being developed. So if it's going to translate into affordable housing, great. But if it's going to translate into something that's going to be more commercial space, I think there's tons of pushback on projects like that. So we will see. I'm sure we'll hear about that later on in the year. Number 9, Bright MLS updates and expansions. Bright MLS has updated its concessions field to offer more flexible payment options for buyers, agents, fees. And this was published on May 30th, 2024 by realestatenews.com. Bright MLS, if you're not familiar, is one of the largest MLSs on the East Coast, and it is going to be changing. It's going to be changing some of its compensation fields and taking away some other fields. So there are going to be a lot of new updates coming no later than August 17th. And yeah, it is going to be very interesting to see as we approach that date, things change. I'm sure the Bright team will roll out something sooner than that, but as of right now, we expect all the changes to take place no later than the end of August. Number 10, housing market and AI's future role. AI is set to revolutionize real estate processes, including property valuations and customer interactions. Published May 31st, 2024 on Housing Wire. AI this, AI that. What is going to be AI next? But AI, without a doubt, is streamlining the process. We've already been using AI to evaluate properties, and now we're seeing the rise of chatbots that can even go as far as call you. So make sure that you're talking to a real person, and you're sharing your information with people you know, like, and trust. So get to know your realtor, get to know what their process is, what they're using AI for, what they're not using AI for, so that you're not taken aback when you find out, hey, you've been talking to a machine learning box all day. At the end of the day, though, AI is a great innovation that I myself use a lot in my content creation, but it still goes without saying that it's in its infancy. And as it grows and develops, I'm sure that we're going to see strides and leaps and bounds in development. So, very exciting technology, very eager to hear more about how it's being implemented and put into use out in the industry. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, today, if you're just joining us, we were talking about the top real estate stories of the week. My name is Hugh Quintana, a licensed realtor in Maryland. To recap, the stories were: 1, home prices hit record highs. Number 2, mortgage rates rise above 7%. Number 3, Blackstone sells Hawaii resort for $725 million. Number 4, CBRE's reports AI impact on office space demand. Number 5, pending home sales decline. Number 6, Starwood acquires Brookfield's K Street building. Number 7, home insurance costs surge. Number 8, new permit rule in NYC affects industrial development. And number 9, Bright MLS updates and expansions. And running up the pack is number 10, housing market and AI's future role in real estate. again, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, it is really exciting times to be in the industry because everything's changing. Really, the industry that I came into more than 6 years ago at this point, it's completely been changed over from what it used to be. So I am truly excited to see what happens next. Very excited to get better and to serve all of you more efficiently, and excited for what the future holds. So I hope you all have a great evening. Take care. Stay in touch. We will talk about tomorrow's topic tomorrow, and tomorrow's topic will be dealing with common home ownership challenges. So if you like this type of content, like talking about real estate, come on back tomorrow and we'll talk about that. Don't forget, I am Hugo Quintanilla, your licensed realtor in Maryland with Long and Foster. My phone number, 240-389-4846. My email, hugo@lnf.com, and my website, yourrealtorhugo.com. As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Take care. Get some rest. Realtor Fest is tomorrow. Don't forget, go out and get some CEs. Go and have some fun over at GCAR. I will see you all there, and take care. I will talk to you all tomorrow.